Think about the physical journey of a single Indian banknote. In any given week, it survives monsoon downpours, extreme heat, and the friction of being passed between dozens of hands in crowded, dusty markets. That heavy physical toll exposes the central vulnerability of our currency, the material itself. Indian banknotes are printed on cotton pulp paper, a material that naturally absorbs moisture, tears easily, and breaks down rapidly under continuous handling. The result of that fragility is a massive logistical headache. Every single year, the Reserve Bank of India is forced to withdraw and destroy nearly 200,000 damaged currency notes. And the casualties aren't limited to small change. High-value currency, specifically the 100 and 500 rupee notes, makes up a massive share of the money removed from circulation. India is locked in an expensive cycle. We print money, the economy physically degrades it, and we are forced to print it again, simply because paper cannot survive the environment. Cotton paper also carries a second, arguably more dangerous vulnerability. It is increasingly easy for criminals to replicate. Recent data from the RBI reveals a distinct rise in high-denomination fake notes slipping past detection and into circulation, with the 500 rupee note acting as the primary target for counterfeiters. Following the recent Monetary Policy Committee meeting, RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra addressed both the durability and the security threats head-on. He announced that the central bank is evaluating a massive shift away from traditional cotton paper, looking instead toward introducing a new generation of polymer currency. If implemented, this transition marks a major strategic pivot aimed at making the physical stock of Indian money far more resilient to both wear and criminal imitation. A polymer note drops the cotton and wood pulp entirely. Instead, it is manufactured from a highly engineered, specialized plastic substrate. This is an established technology. Polymer currency was successfully pioneered and fully adopted by Australia back in the 1990s. The physical benefits of the plastic substrate are immediate. It naturally repels dirt, survives heavy moisture, and is highly resistant to India's varied climatic extremes. This chart shows the average lifespan of a standard cotton paper note compared to a polymer note. Global studies indicate the plastic substrate lasts at least twice as long, and in some heavily circulated environments, up to 5 times longer. Extending the life of a banknote by several 100% directly translates to massive government savings. By keeping money in circulation longer, the central bank slashes the long-term costs of printing, securely transporting, and replacing degraded cash. The engineering behind that plastic substrate also solves the counterfeiting problem. Working with polymer allows designers to embed physical security features that cotton paper simply cannot support, like completely transparent windows integrated right into the structure of the bill. Inside those clear windows, engineers bond complex holograms and color-shifting elements directly onto the plastic itself. When Australia completed its full transition to these plastic notes, the central bank reported a sharp and sustained drop in successful counterfeiting. The material forces a new economic reality on criminals. The specialized manufacturing technology required to replicate transparent plastic windows and embedded holograms makes forging these notes too expensive and difficult to be viable. Swapping out the physical cash for a population of over 1 billion people takes extreme caution. The RBI actually first proposed introducing polymer notes back in 2007. They planned localized pilot projects to test a 10 rupee polymer note across climatically diverse environments, choosing cities like Jaipur, Kochi, and Shimla to see exactly how the plastic held up. During this evaluation period, the RBI even tried an intermediate step called varnished notes. They took traditional paper currency and coated it in a protective polymer layer to try and boost its durability without changing the base material. Despite running multiple feasibility studies and officially updating Parliament on the procurement process in 2016, a nationwide rollout repeatedly stalled. Governor Malhotra's recent announcement is the climax of nearly 2 decades of rigorous testing, hesitation, and gradual evaluation by the central bank. To be clear, your current paper notes are not being abruptly demonetized. The polymer proposal is strictly in the preliminary evaluation stage. But India's cautious timeline stands in contrast to other major financial hubs. Countries like the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Singapore already embraced plastic money as the standard. For the everyday citizen, the eventual transition means an end to dealing with taped up, torn, and unhygienic high-value notes circulating in local markets. On a macro level, it provides a fortified defense against sophisticated counterfeiters, while drastically cutting the government's recurring printing costs. As India's economy scales, upgrading the physical material of our money is a necessary technological evolution.